Hi guys, I've put together a short video about the Amazon skill Strafe. I've seen people commenting in various popular videos about Bowazons, saying that 80% increase attack speed with wind force is enough to reach the max attack speed with Strafe, since 2 frames per arrow for Strafe is currently bugged. Now that we're playing Diablo 2 Resurrected, I wanted to try Strafe out again and see if this still holds true and address any misconceptions in today's video. So firstly, what are attack speed frames? Diablo 2 works off a game engine that calculates things based on having 25 frames in each second. So if an action takes 5 frames to complete, then that action can be performed 5 times in 1 second. How does increased attack speed work? Increased attack speed, or IAS, works on a breakpoint system that aligns with the 25 frames per second game mechanics, as does faster hit recovery or faster block rate. For example, it requires 105% increased attack speed for an Amazon to shoot with a diamond bow at 8 frames per attack, or 3.125 attacks per second. To reach a faster attack speed than that, the Amazon will need to hit the next attack speed breakpoint, which is 7 frames per attack, or 3.571 attacks per second. This requires a total of 200% increased attack speed in total to achieve this. Each class, weapon type, and certain skills work off different attack speed tables. You can search for these tables online or find an increased attack speed calculator to learn what those breakpoints are. So what's up with Strafe? Because of how Strafe works by shooting individual arrows quickly like rapid fire, it has different attack speed tables to all other Amazon bow skills and attacks. Specifically, it has a set of starting frames before shooting the first arrow, frames between each arrow, and a final set of finishing frames after shooting the last arrow. There is a bug that was discovered in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction about 14 years ago that basically meant that 2 frames per arrow strafe was not achievable, even though it looks like your Amazon was shooting that fast. Not only that, the Amazon ends up getting locked into place for a brief period of time after she finishes strafing if you have enough increased attack speed to shoot 2 frames per arrow. This bug is demonstrated in the video I'm about to play, prepared by someone from the Amazon basin.
Now let me equip a rogue's bow, a faster base speed bow, and a whole bunch of increased attack speed gear. This should give us a 2-frame strafe attack by conventional wisdom. So if I strafe this zombie again, we can see that the arrows are coming out faster. But now look what happens when she appears to be done. She can't move and she's still casting teeth.
What this has led to is the adaptations of Strafe Bowazon builds to just get enough attack speed for 3 frames per arrow strafe and forget about the 2 frames per arrow strafe altogether. Going into D2R, there still seems to be a common belief that Strafe can only hit the 3 frames per shot attack speed mark. So I wanted to test this out by running 2 Strafe builds side by side, 10 runs each, killing the Eldritch Pact from the first Act 5 waypoint. The first build will use a matriarchal bow with no attack speed on the bow, which hits the 5, 3, 7 strafe frames. The second build will use a matriarchal bow with 100% increased attack speed, which hits the 4, 2, 6 strafe frames. All runs will use strafe to kill everything. Each individual run will be timed from when the first arrow starts shooting until the last strafe animation finishes after the Eldritch Pack is dead. Please feel free to watch the runs or use the timestamps on this video to skip ahead to the results and my conclusion. As you can see, the second build with the faster bow was able to clear the pack on average 30% faster with the faster bow. Considering the large differences in speeds, it looks like a 2 frame per arrow strafe was in effect for the runs using the faster bow, and that strafe with this bow is behaving as intended. The other aspect of the strafe bug was around the locking that happens for setups that reach the 2 frame per arrow strafe. Let's take a look at the next video to see if strafe locks the character in place after completing a 2 frame per arrow strafe. So I think based on these test results, this makes it pretty clear that the strafe bug no longer exists in D2R and that a 2 frame per arrow strafe is now possible. I hope you find this quite valuable to know. Please leave a like or a comment and consider subscribing if you want to see more of this type of content. See you all next time.